In this morning's Celtic FC news, Leicester City are amongst a host of clubs to have made contact with Tottenham Hotspur regarding a potential summer move for Cameron Carter-Vickers. Ex-Celtic player John Hartson admits he thought Celtic, putting their faith in Ange to lead them out of the doldrums last summer, was implausible. But 9 months on, and he reckons the Aussie is on course to pull off Mission Impossible. And Lennon could return to Celtic with Omonia Nicosia as European scenario mapped out. Since joining Celtic on loan in the summer, Cameron Carter-Vickers has been a stalwart for Ange Postecoglou's side. And it would be no surprise to see Celtic make a move to try and keep the 24-year-old beyond this season. But they face a lot of Premier League competition for the centre-back's signature. SBI Soccer reports that Leicester, Wolves, and Watford have all now made contact with Tottenham about a move for Carter-Vickers. And as I reported yesterday, calls from Spurs fans to get the players loaned to Celtic back in the fold next year. In more Celtic FC news, John Hartson admits he thought Celtic, putting their faith in Ange to lead them out of the doldrums last summer. But 9 months on, and he reckons the Aussie is on course to pull off Mission Impossible at Celtic FC. In many ways, the former Hoops hero believes the Hoops gaffer has already produced a minor miracle by building a team almost from scratch that isn't just leading the Premiership title race heading into the final straight, but one that's also united the supporters. Back in the summer, as Eddie Howe hummed and hawed over a move to Celtic FC, on the back of a car crash attempt at 10 in a row, the faithful were at breaking point with their club. Ex-Celtic player Hartson reckons the hostility in the stands had grown toxic. Postecoglou's appointment from the J-League did little to settle the friction. But fast forward 8 months and the title, never mind an improbable treble, is no longer a pipe dream. Hartson said, Celtic have put themselves in this unbelievable position from nowhere, from 9 points behind at one stage. At the start of the season, Celtic couldn't win the league. Impossible. It was a mess that Ange took over. At the time, I said it was a transitional period. Look at it, they lost their centre-forward, their best player. They lost their best centre-half. They lost their captain. They didn't have a manager. The chief executive left, and the team were just, what do we do now? They brought in Ange. Nobody has ever heard of him. No disrespect, but people were asking, who is this guy? Even me. I said I thought they should be going for somebody with more of a name. It was total ignorance from myself. There were plenty of us ignorant. Who is this guy? What's he done? Where's he been? But he's come in and he's just done unbelievably. The players that he has recruited, the style of football. He has united the full stadium from being very toxic for periods last season. The way that they play, the Celtic way, front foot, aggressive, go forward, score goals. To think that they're the position they are in, and they can possibly win the league, is just remarkable. Ange has already said that he wants to win every competition that he goes into. Europe has been disappointing this season, he would acknowledge that and want to improve, but if you look at the Scottish Cup, Celtic are in it to win it. If Lennon ever manages against Celtic again, it's going to be a very odd occasion. The Parkhead legend has done it before, of course, in his time as Hibs boss, but that was before his ill-fated return. The collapse of the 10-in-a-row dream saw Lennon's second spell end in acrimony, with many supporters not yet ready to forgive him for a dire campaign. Many expected the Irishman to resurface in Scotland, but instead he's accepted the job at Omonia Nicosia in Cyprus. That doesn't mean though that the former Hoops captain and manager won't be returning to face his old side in the near future, with the possibility both sides will be involved in European competition. What type of welcome would the ex-Celtic manager get if this happened? Tell me in the comments. And on that note, have a great day, Celtic fans.
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the party.